Oi, oi, happy Thursday. We're back at it again today after having a day off yesterday. We had the Echo, which is a big sort of carnival in Brisbane, so everyone had the day off, but I was at the house again doing more renos. I started knocking down more walls. I actually started cutting down a whole wall with a gyprock saw. Gonna see how that turns out. That's gonna be on YouTube. And I tell you what, my body was sore after that. And then once I got back to work today, first thing I had to do was actually cut open a access panel in double gyprock in a really awkward spot. So I was definitely feeling that this morning. But then I was back onto data. As I said last time that I was going to be doing the data racks, so I'm only fitting off. I'm not running the cables in. The boys have done a really good job bringing those in. They've loomed them in really nice. So quite happy, and I'm happy to be fitting off. I'm a big data fan. I enjoy it. And that will be something I'm about to talk about, which is motivation. So I wanted to bring up motivation. I'm a highly motivated person when it comes to most things I do in life. I really do try to find motivation in certain ways, and I'm going to discuss that. I think over the years I've done a lot of things, and I like to find the motivation in the journey, not so much the end. I do enjoy getting to the end of doing something, but I don't think I'm an end goal orientated person. I definitely put up a lot of goals, and that is something that me and my wife have always done, which is definitely great. But I think once you get to the end, it's sort of one of those things. Now, what do you do? What I've found with myself is I really try to enjoy the journey. If you can find something where you're enjoying the journey, makes a massive difference. And I do that with work, I do that with the social content I do that with pretty much everything in life, even being a dad. It's all about the process, it's all about enjoying the journey. So let's give an example today. Like, I've fit off data on and off for 15 years. I've done a hell of a lot of it. I do all different systems, and for me, I enjoyed it today, being back on it. And I think for myself, I try to make it more efficient, better the way that I do it, trying to just pretty much better myself along the way. If I can take 0.1 of a second off the amount of time that it takes for me to fit off a data jack, then it's better for everyone. And I see that as motivation. I don't know if everyone else feels the same way, but for me, that is motivation. I try to multitask as much as I can, and that's something I've definitely got really good at. I do a whole pile of stuff, whether it's at home, even putting out the washing, just all that sort of stuff. If you can refine that sort of work, for myself, it's weird. Maybe it's something to do with myself, but I enjoy that sort of work, refining it, trying to find better ways to do things. That's sort of how I started doing all the stuff on my channel. I like to buy new tools or find new ways of using the tools to better my work, to make it more efficient. And I'm always thinking about new things to do, which is something I've just really come to love. I love sharing that sort of stuff, and it's highly motivating. But obviously that's not going to be for everyone. Not everyone finds that motivating. It could be just a really strange thing for other people. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Obviously a lot of people are goal orientated, so you really like to chase that goal, which is somewhat part of my journey. So for an example, once again, if just doing the data rack, if I do the goal as to finish the rack, I guess if you're saying finish the rack quicker, that's sort of the journey as well, but just finishing the rack and making it look good, that can definitely be part of the motivation. I think if you can really try to enjoy the journey, it'll make a big difference. But I feel I've done that with everything in life. I went to the gym for must have been close to 15 years, maybe probably a little bit over 10 years. I absolutely loved that. But the whole way, I really enjoyed the journey. So finding new ways of doing things, refining things. And it's really cool with the gym because you can do those sort of micro achievements. I think that's a big one that is really good for most people. I definitely like that, where you can see tiny achievements every single day, where they will lead to bigger achievements in the end. So for apprentices coming into any sort of job, or I guess anyone in any job, if you can get 0.1% better every single day, Over a year, that's going to be a massive transformation. Over 5 years, even bigger, 10, 15. So I've been doing it 15 years. I haven't done the same thing for 15 years, but overall I've done everything that I do quite a lot, and I've refined it all down to sort of a fine art, and it's led me to be better at my job, which means you're more sought after. And I guess overall I just love the journey, so I just absolutely love work. So I'm going to put it out there. Hit me up with what motivates yourself. Maybe you're totally different. I would suspect that most people are different, but in a way the same. So hit me up with all those different ways. Maybe money is a motivator. Maybe you need someone pushing you the whole time. That's definitely one I could see being very prevalent. And also, what are the goals or things that are motivating you on the weekly scale for you to go into work and get through that week? So that's going to be it for me, guys. Cheers.